Hey guys, this is Tyler, and I'm here to show you how to optimize your WoW character's DPS by using 3 tools that are available to everybody. I'll be linking these tools in the description, so let's go on with it. So our first 2 tools are going to be add-ons that are available to you on curse.com. Those are SimC and Pawn. The third tool is an actual program that you can download and you run it yourself, and that is Simcraft. So I'm going to show you guys how to use all 3 of these tools together, and this should help you guys with gearing, figuring out what talents are the best, figuring out what gear set is the best, just helping you maximize your DPS. So let's start out by what we're going to do once all of these things are downloaded. So you're going to start off by creating your character's sim profile. So once you have SimC downloaded, what you're going to do is you're going to type SimC in game, and then that's going to pull up this string right here. So what you're going to do once you have that string is copy it. I'm going to bring this into my other window, and you're going to go into Simcraft or Simulation Craft. So once you're in Simulation Craft, you're going to take what you just copied out of the game, and you're going to pull it in here. So once you're in here, this is all the information that it's going to use to sim your character and basically see what you're give you an idea of your damage. Don't take the number into effect too much, just more use it as a benchmark when you're comparing other gear sets and other talent sets. So we're going to simulate this. And it can take a little time depending on the speed of your computer and what else you're doing. My computer is pretty good, so it usually doesn't take too long to run these. So we'll just give it a minute to finish up here. Scaling verse. Alright, so it just finished simulating my character. So right here, it says 771,412.7 damage per second. Am I going to do that? Yeah, on some fights. Am I going to do that on every fight? No, probably not. So what we're going to do, and what's a thing that's really important from here, is that this number is your basic benchmark. This is what you're going to use when you're comparing all your other talent sets and all your other gear sets when you're trying to figure out which one is the best for you. Another thing that you're going to notice is it's created this pawn string. So this pawn string, you're going to copy. And let's go back into the game here. And once you have pawn downloaded, type down here in the chat, /pawn. And that's going to bring up this pawn window. So what pawn does is it takes your stat weight, which we just created in Simcraft, and it'll tell you what items are an upgrade and by how much. So in order to put that in, you go to scale down here at the bottom, and then set this to manual, and then import. So then you'll import, which basically just means paste that string, hit OK, close out, and now when you look in your bags, you'll see that some pieces will say that they're an upgrade. Like it says that Delusions of Grandeur is an upgrade over my current shoulders. Unfortunately, you can only have 2 legendaries equipped at once. So that is basically how you use Pawn, SimC, and Simcraft to compare your gear, your talents, anything like that to try to figure out what is going to be your maximum DPS for your character. Now, some of you may say, I don't want to do this. That's perfectly fine. The purpose of this video is for people who will get a piece of gear and then they'll say, oh, I don't really know if this gear is good for me. I don't know if I should use this over this. Should I use this talent over this talent? One way to figure that stuff out, other than by going to a guide, is just doing these simple steps and figuring out which one sims higher. And that's a pretty good thing to follow. Sure, sims aren't always going to be right. Every once in a while, you're going to sim higher with one talent, but actually perform better with another. And that's fine. You can also test this, of course. This isn't something that you have to take as law. But this is just a good way to give yourself an idea of what might be better or what will probably be better. So a couple of caveats to this is that Pawn does not do well with trinkets. So with trinkets, it will not tell you whether a trinket is an upgrade or not. So that's one of those things that you're just going to have to sim yourself. So you would just swap out a trinket and then sim C, and then you get a string. And the difference is going to be that you have a different trinket, and then you would go through the steps again. So this was a pretty quick video because I just wanted to get this out for you guys so that you all can see just a really quick way that you could maximize your character's damage. I know that a guy that I work with, I told him about these tools that you could use, and he found out that he'd been gearing incorrectly, and he had been putting a lot more weight into one stat that he should have, and was actually hurting his damage. And after using these tools, his damage increased a ton. So hopefully this can help you guys out as much as it helped him, and as much as it's helped me this expansion. It's saved me a lot in this expansion. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video. Like I said, it's a short one, but it's a pretty simple tool to help with your damage. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. I'll be uploading this to some Facebook groups as well. So ask questions in the Facebook post comments, anything like that. And if you like the content, if you want to see more stuff, I'll be doing guides for demon hunters, for melee raiders in general, and then also probably some other games as we continue on. And I will also be streaming, so I'll put that in the description as well. But that's it. So thank you guys very much for watching the video, and I hope it helps you out. All right, have a good one.